Hello everyone, and welcome back to Podcast with Neeraj. Today we have a wonderful guest from the United Kingdom, Emma Carter. Instead of learning English in a classroom, Emma improved her speaking by joining a community volunteer project. This story isn't about perfect grammar. It's about speaking with confidence while helping real people. Emma, many English learners think they need expensive courses before they can speak fluently. But your journey was completely different. Can you tell us how volunteering became your English classroom? What happened on your very first day? Were you nervous? And what practical lessons did you learn that no textbook could ever teach? I think our viewers will discover that real conversations often teach more than memorizing vocabulary lists.
Thank you, Neeraj. Yes, I was very nervous. I joined a weekend volunteer program that helped elderly people with shopping and small daily tasks. On my first day, I didn't know what to say. I kept thinking about grammar mistakes. Then our team leader smiled and said, "People don't need perfect English. They need kindness." That sentence completely changed my mindset. Every weekend, I practiced useful expressions like, "Can I help you? Would you like me to carry this? Take your time. I'll be happy to assist." Slowly, I stopped translating every sentence in my head. Instead, I focused on listening carefully and responding naturally. Within a few months, speaking English became much easier because every conversation had a real purpose. That's a powerful lesson, Emma. Many students believe confidence comes first, but your story shows that confidence actually grows after taking action. I also noticed that your vocabulary wasn't complicated. You used short, polite, everyday English. That's exactly how native speakers communicate most of the time. For our listeners, here's a small challenge. This week, try speaking to someone using only simple English. Don't worry about difficult words. Focus on being clear, friendly, and helpful. Emma, before we finish, could you share one daily habit that helped you continue improving your English after the volunteer program ended? I'm sure many learners want a practical habit they can start today.
Absolutely. Every evening, I recorded a 1-minute voice diary. I talked about my day in simple English. Sometimes I made mistakes. Sometimes I paused. But I never stopped recording. Later, I listened to my recordings and noticed my pronunciation, confidence, and vocabulary improving little by little. I also learned one useful phrase every day and used it in a real conversation within 24 hours. That small habit made a huge difference. My message to every English learner is simple. Don't wait until you become perfect. Speak today, learn tomorrow, improve every day. Fluency isn't built in one big moment. It's built through hundreds of small conversations. Thank you, Neeraj. I hope our story encourages someone to start speaking English with confidence today. Emma, your story reminds us that English isn't just a subject. It's a skill that grows through real experiences. Before we end today's episode, I'd like to share a challenge with everyone listening. During the next 7 days, try one simple conversation in English every day. It could be with a classmate, a teacher, a friend, or even by recording yourself. Don't focus on speaking for a long time. Focus on speaking consistently. Today's useful expressions are, "Could you explain that again? I completely understand. That's a great idea. What do you recommend? And thank you for your help." Practice these until they feel natural. Emma, one final question. If you could give just one piece of advice to students who are afraid of making mistakes while speaking English, what would it be? I think your answer could encourage thousands of learners around the world.
My advice is simple. Don't let fear become your teacher. Let experience become your teacher instead. Every fluent English speaker has made mistakes, forgotten words, and felt nervous at some point. The difference is that they continued speaking anyway. Don't compare your first conversation with someone else's 10th year of practice. Celebrate every small improvement, whether it's learning one new phrase or having a 1-minute conversation. Confidence grows through action, not waiting. If you make a mistake, smile, learn from it, and continue. People remember your kindness and confidence far more than perfect grammar. Thank you, Neeraj, for inviting me to today's podcast, and thank you to everyone listening. We hope this conversation inspires you to practice English every single day. Keep learning, keep speaking, And remember that every great journey begins with one simple conversation. See you in the next episode of Podcast with Neeraj.